Here at 4, we're remembering an award-winning journalist in Milwaukee. Everett Marshburn died on Monday. His work helped highlight black stories on television with groundbreaking programs like Black Nouveau on Milwaukee PBS. He was also a prominent voice for the LGBTQ+ community. The general manager of Milwaukee PBS sharing in a statement reflecting on Marshburn's passing, saying Everett cared about the people behind every story he told and brought the same thoughtfulness, warmth, and generosity to those of us fortunate enough to work alongside him. The statement goes on to say his loss is felt deeply throughout our station. He will be missed by many here and throughout our community. And joining us here now on the line is a longtime friend and mentee of Everett Marshburn, Milwaukee Journal Sentinel columnist James Causey. James, thanks for joining us here this afternoon. We know you are in Atlanta right now. We'll talk about that in just a minute, but share with me when you got the news this week about Everett Marshburn and the most important memories you have of your friendship and his mentorship.
Well, when I got the news, I was devastated, obviously. We had planned to come to NABJ together because that was something that we always did. And when I got the news, I'm still not over it. I cry when I think about it, and it just doesn't seem real. He was such a giant, such a big influence on my life, a mentor, not only to me, but to many young journalists coming up. He will often come to the National Association of Black Journalists Convention and mentor other students because he always believed in giving back to the future and passing his knowledge on. So, you know, I will never be the same without him. He was a big, big influence in my life.
And that convention, the NABJ convention, starting this week, and he had planned to go there early to speak with young journalists. Talk about that and his commitment to making sure younger generations of journalists had the knowledge and the expertise and the wisdom that he had in a 50+ year career.
Yeah, exactly. 5 decades or 50 years of doing behind the scenes journalism. And he always believed that it wasn't for him to shine, it was to make others look good. And he made me look good on camera all the time. But one thing he believed in was really giving back to young people and instilling knowledge in them that they wouldn't get in a classroom. The kind of knowledge that you don't get from just talking to people, you get it by being immersed in it. And he had this knowledge that he could always give to young people to make them, help them become successful. And he was always part of the student project, always gave back in that way. But he also believed in putting his money where his mouth is. And he also donated a lot of his finances to making sure that journalists had the resources to continue to stay in the industry. And that's something that he didn't talk about, but he just did. And it's only one Everett Marshburn. I mean, you come across a person like this, hopefully once in a lifetime, if you're lucky, maybe 2. And I feel like, you know, he was one of the best things to happen to me.
And I wanted to talk about representation really quickly because Everett Marshburn was a producer who worked behind the scenes at Milwaukee PBS, and talk about the importance of having a person of color in that position to make decisions on which stories get covered and making sure those stories are covered with dignity, respect, and accuracy.
Well, that was one of the things that's what makes PBS so special, because, you know, you get to tell a story in a different way, in a different format. And one thing that Everett believed in was giving people who often didn't get the opportunity to really tell their authentic story the opportunity to do so. And he did this with the LGBTQ+ community. He did this with members of the Black community, the Hispanic community, and just voices that needed to be elevated. And for him, that was the story. That's what we needed to do. And the reason that I became a part of PBS, as well as being a part of the Journal Sentinel, was because I could tell stories in a different way. And it gave me the opportunity to be in front of the camera and to share those kind of stories that I often didn't get a chance to do in my current capacity as a columnist for the paper.
And real quickly, I know you wrote an opinion piece this week after Mr. Marshburn's passing about a special gift that he passed along to you as a belated birthday gift. Kind of share that story with our viewers real quickly.
Yeah, so my birthday was August 1st, and he was gonna come over to the house to spend some time with us, but he wasn't really feeling well. So he said, I got something for you. And when I went in for a taping on Thursday, he presented me with a copy of The Liberator. It is a newspaper that came out in the 1800s that really talked about freeing slaves. And he felt that it was given to him when he was let go from his job, his first job in PBS, and he said that his goal was to pass it on to the next person who could carry the torch forward. And so he presented that to me, and I didn't know how significant that was at the time because I lost him 4 days later. So this will always be something that I will forever cherish. Yeah, it
Absolutely.
was.
Absolutely. I'm sure. I'm sure it's an understatement that that will be a cherished possession of yours, and we can see how this is still weighing heavily on you.
Yeah,
And for a lot of
I'm
folks,
sorry.
it's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It is all right. Folks across the Milwaukee community, James Causey, thanks for sharing your time here this afternoon. I wish I was there in Atlanta with you for NABJ, but I know you'll represent Milwaukee well. And thanks for sharing your time and your memories of Everett Marshburn.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely.